Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today we're going to be talking about Crypto.com, specifically what I recently did with my CRO and the CRO that I had locked up in the Rose Gold staking program on Crypto.com. As you can see by the title of this video, I dumped all of the staking that I had locked up for that Rose Gold card, and I have a good reason for doing it, and I'm going to explain it. Now, did I panic out? I did not. I still hold a lot of CRO. I'll tell you about that in this video, and why I have CRO still, why I got rid of the CRO that I did, how much that is in comparison to kind of, what I got in the rest of the market, and give you guys an idea of where my head's at and what's going on with Crypto.com as of now. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Without further ado, let's just go ahead. Let's hop into the charts, guys. Let's take a peek at the charts. So, currently, you do have cryptocurrency coming down a little bit. Currently sitting at $1.146 trillion, and Bitcoin is below 29K. Again, we are just trading back and forth, up and down here, sideways for the last month and a half or so, right at this 30K level, and we could break down. It's very, very possible, guys. But looking at the rest of the market, everything's in the same boat as Bitcoin. Market tracks Bitcoin. Ethereum's down to 1,500, down 13% over the last 7 days in comparison to Bitcoin's 4%. Bitcoin dominance is almost up to 50%, which is huge, and Ethereum dominance in the market is declining. So keep that in mind. And checking out Crypto.com, hanging on to spot number 19, which has been doing for a while. Still floating above 15 cents, but under 20 cents. So that's just where it is. But here's the story, guys. I started off in Crypto.com in early 2019, maybe even, probably about early 2019. And I started buying some of the coins, and I started dabbling with the app, and I really liked it a lot. I started staking my Bitcoin. I started locking it up to earn interest in the staking platform that they have through the centralized app, and that was working really well for me. I earned thousands of dollars doing it. It was fantastic. So became a fan, and then I decided I wanted to get the Jade Green card. So I wanted to get the Jade Green or the Indigo card, and I actually ended up getting both. I ended up kind of paying extra because I wanted to change colors at one point. But so I staked a little bit of money, and at the time it was like $2,000 because all their terms have changed. That's what they've done a lot. That's what we'll get into in this video. There's been a lot of flip-flop back and forth on how they're setting up the cards, how much it costs for a card. But at the time, I think it was like $2,500 or something like that. And anyway, I made some money there. CRO went up. I kept buying. I made a lot, and I kept going up. And, then I was still buying on the way up, and CRO came down, and we all started to, start losing on some of our higher buys. And on the way down at about 60 cents, I decided to stake a big chunk of money. And, right, I got a lot of crypto, but to get that Rose Gold card, which is $40,000 US dollars. Now, that's like 60-cent CRO, and now we're down to 15-cent CRO. So, for the portion that I put into CRO, basically I'm telling you, I took a loss. Now, that's a tax advantage for my write-off, but why did I do that? Well, one, tax advantage, I get a write-off, so here when I'm making gains in the future and I had other gains, and I can kind of put that off against. So that's great. Number two, I've already got a lot of other CRO. I have a lot of CRO. It's not necessarily about the holding. It's about taking some of my holdings and getting an extra benefit. But now, frankly, the benefit is kind of gone. And here's a little story of somebody that just did the Jade Green. So Crypto.com Jade Green has been a disaster for me, just sharing their perspective. Staked 4K in January 7th with CRO, and he still doesn't have his card. So in January, he staked it, and he still doesn't have a card. He posted this 2 days ago. They said it was lost in the mail, which I've heard that before. They said that, it was lost in the mail. He lived at his house. He thinks it was never sent, which who knows. They say they issued a new card, and now he's got to wait for the new card, and we don't really know when that's going to get there. When the new card was issued, his card balance disappeared. They filed the ticket, and they're going to figure out how to recover. They'll recover the balance on the card. They are pretty good about that. I've never gotten ripped off from Crypto.com. Now, it takes a long time for them to ship their cards and their packages. When you get the membership package, when you go to a private member, which I just left being a private member. I still even got my private member package, which is kind of a shame, but I'm sure it'll come in the mail one day, hopefully. If not, that's okay. That's not why I was in it. And then now his $4,000 stake is worth $1,500. So still doesn't have his card, and he, is down like 75%. So a lot of you might be in that boat. That's just kind of how this ride has been. All crypto has just been brutal lately. So, there's just been a lot of tough experiences, but that's not my main reason that I, left Crypto.com. Honestly, it worked for me. I was patient. I waited. It's a new exchange. They launched it back in like 2018. So, there's a long road ahead of them, but they're one of the largest projects. They have some of the largest marketing deals. But I left because their card benefits were decreased significantly. I used to get 5% cash back on all purchases, and then I think they were only going to give me 2%. And I used to get 12% interest on my CRO that I had staked, and then they were only going to give me like 5 or like nothing. And then they like changed it back to like 8%, which frankly isn't worth it when I can get 12% in the DeFi app, which is exactly what I'm doing with the large majority of my CRO. So I just didn't see the benefit in doing it anymore. It's not worth it for the Spotify reimbursement. It's not worth it for the Amazon discount, whatever, it's just not worth it because I'm not really spending that much on my card. And if I'm not earning on the interest that I have staked, then it's just not really worth it for me anymore. And since I have so many CRO, and I still love the project because, guys, they're absolutely huge. That being said, there's bad things going on. Now, I don't want to fear you guys out of this at all, but Crypto.com cutting 5% of workforce amid digital asset downturn. Well, they're growing so massively. They're such a huge company, and they're not the only ones here. I'm telling you guys that some of the largest companies in the world, Tesla is firing people. There's a hiring freeze at Coinbase. There's a hiring freeze at Gemini and all sorts of other exchanges across, and they're actually cutting their workforce at so many different crypto companies right now, and not just crypto, Tesla included. So there is so many companies that are forced to do this right now. So just wanted to show you that. But guys, the bigger picture is that Crypto.com has a lot more going than just, these card benefits. It is also about the fact that they are one of the largest DeFi platforms. Number 9 is CRONOS. It is the 9th largest. It is the 9th largest DeFi project out there. And they've got the 9th most total value locked up in their smart chain. So that's a huge benefit for them. And they have a lot more coming in the pipeline. And if you're not taking advantage of the DeFi that Crypto.com has right now, then you're not going to fully understand why there's still so much value to Crypto.com. But the reason I sold the couple $1,000s that I ended up pulling out of my card stake and I put it into Zilliqa actually is because, I'm looking to get involved in some more other smart contract plays. I want to get kind of some of that first mover advantage money, and that's just a portion of my portfolio, right? So I'm taking a very small portion of my portfolio and I'm allocating it into something that I think is a little higher upside. Already got my Bitcoin and Ethereum covered, got my CRO covered. Now I'm kind of looking for some of the other favorites out there, whether it's Zilliqa, or maybe you want a meme coin, or maybe you're looking at Polygon, or maybe you're looking at Avalanche or something like that. But that's kind of my philosophy on it right now. So am I giving up on Crypto.com? 100% no. I mean, I've got so much CRO and I'm sticking around, but I gave up on the card. I don't need the card right now. If they change the benefits in the future, maybe I'll go back and do it. Maybe I'll go back and stake for like a Jade Green or something, but I don't really need the benefits of a Rose Gold card anymore. And frankly, one day I thought I'd do the Obsidian, but I don't know if I have a desire to do the Obsidian unless they kind of change up what they have going on over there. And, we'll see what happens. Got to keep an eye on the crypto markets, guys. If Bitcoin goes back up, Zilliqa, Crypto.com, and the rest of them are likely to follow. That's all I got, guys. This is the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip. Thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, don't forget, you got a DCA, HODL, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody.